It doesn't need to be true for you, but lend an ear. When you put your ears together, it forms a heart. This is no coincidence, my dear. For when we listen, when we truly listen, all anyone ever really wants most of the time is just to be seen or to be heard in what they are in that moment. Some of us are on the front lines doing the dirty work. Some of us are crawling through the trenches with their lightsabers casting away evil. And some of us rest in the woods, meditating, using our spiritual life force to put this energy in the world for good, for good. They had their time, oh, but now we're here. The ones that came from elsewhere, and we're here to shine a beautiful light to the world. Say what needs to be said, even when it feels uncomfortable. Just do it. If you have the truth to share and you feel someone needs to hear it, you gotta do is share it. That you know it to be so. Oh, it may get a little crazy here sometimes, but I remind you, you chose to be here. Might as well honor that commitment and be who you are. Be who you are, be who you wanna be, and take it as far as you can. And do the things you love and act on your passions. Soaring through the ashes of what we once were. Simply need to feel what needs to be felt and acknowledge and own that we are feeling that way. That is the very moment where we can transform it. In this moment, I'm feeling frustrated. Notice how you don't say, I am frustrated, but I am feeling frustrated. For everything that follows I am, you become. But if you're feeling something, you are not that something, you are just having an experience of it. So I am feeling frustrated. And from that point, why? What am I believing? What am I believing about this situation? Am I believing that I owe somebody something? We never owe anyone anything, ever. Ever, ever, ever. The only responsibility that we have is to others, to be ourselves as fully as we can. Because if we are not us, then who are they really talking to? Who are they really connecting with? So when we are anchored in ourselves, fully present in our beings, in whatever that means to us, in our joys, in our passions, in our loves, in what brings us peace, in what brings us all the most beautiful positive feelings, and we just act on them, we become a radiant beacon, a beacon of light for others, to simply give them a choice. Here, come this way, be like us. Follow in an example of someone who is deeply, deeply in love with what they do, and they continue to do it, and they thrive in all the ways. For Yeshua, when he said, I am the light, I am the way, he didn't mean follow me. He didn't mean go to your knees and bow before me. This is the last thing that he wanted. The last thing that he wanted was to create Christianity. What he did want to do, however, what all of the masters have always wanted to do and will continue to remind you all to do so, is to be like them. Act like them, do as they do. I am the light, I am the way, means be like me, not follow me. an example. I'm a radiant example. And you see, we've been so conditioned to think that that's arrogance, but it couldn't be further from the truth. That is saying you own exactly who you are. I am here, and I'm not afraid to be myself. And I'm gonna put myself out there as much as I possibly can, and I'm gonna milk this life for every possible thing that I can, and enjoy every little moment. It doesn't even mean you need to be around people. You can just be you. Maybe you don't like people. Maybe you like animals. Maybe you feel more connected with just being at home that day, creating. Then that's what you want to do. So the phrase following your bliss, following your passion, it comes with a few key components. And that could be different in every moment. Just in each and every moment, ask yourself, what do I want to be doing right now? Like what would light me up the most? What feels most aligned? And then just do that thing. And you'll see over time that acting this way, living this way can support you. But you have to first act. Action is everything. You can't just sit around and daydream about it and meditate about it. That's beautiful. That gets the ball rolling. And that gives your inspirations and you become a channel. But then, what that's there for is for you to use that energy and go take action on it in physical reality. Maybe it's just like, oh, today I feel really fucking stoked about making a bowl of plant-based ramen, so I'm gonna go get the ingredients and do that. Do it, just do it. It's the best thing ever when you live that life that way. And it's so free and flowing, and it's almost like you don't really know either. You just kind of wake up and you're like, wonder what today is gonna bring. It's a very fun way to live life. And there's a being called Bashar. He's a channel. The human is Daryl Enka, and Bashar is the channel being that comes through. And he has this formula, and it goes like this. Act on your highest passion. Every moment that you can. Take it as far as you can until you can take it no further. Stay in a positive state no matter what manifests, because you know that acting on your passion cannot contain anything other than what's in your kit of passion, which could be revealing things to you that are out of alignment with who you are. And the very, very big key factors on this are have absolutely zero insistence on where it should lead you, where it should take you. Zero, absolutely zero. So basically what he's saying is that you just do it for its sake. And really what that is like, think about when we're kids. Myself for an example, like I loved like building things. So I'd get like a Lego set for Christmas and I'd sit there and I'd just build it all day. Or I would like build a puzzle. Or I would draw. And I would do that thing just because I liked to do that thing. I wasn't thinking of what it's going to get me or where it's going to bring me. I just did it because I loved it. And that's like literally the key to life. It is the key to life. There's an actual like cheat code and a shortcut to this life's journey. That's it. And when you do this, and when you first begin to do this, all kinds of beliefs are going to rise to the surface, like, oh, I'm not going to have enough money to pay the bills, and oh, I'm not going to be supported, and yada yada. But that's what it's there for, is when you get the ball rolling, all of these things are going to come to the surface for you to deal with. But when you do begin to slowly act, slowly at first, baby steps. Perhaps you're in a job that you don't enjoy or something like this. So in the time that you do have, just do little things that you love to do. And then put it out there. Like, say you're an artist, for example. I want to earn all of my income and have so much like to support myself, and maybe even have a family and support my family as well. And I want to do my art, and I want to live like a beautiful, passionate life. I want to wake up whenever I feel like waking up. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. All these things. We're all different, you know. We all have our different joys and ways of living life. And it's like the elements. There's earth, more stable and grounded. Water, more flowy and in tune with emotions. Air, more like, I can't describe air in words, just like pew, 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 all over the place. But very interested in the workings of the mind. And then fire. Fire is like passion and action and spirit. So each of the elements, they have a coordination as well. So earth represents the body, water represents the emotions, the heart, fire represents the spirit, and air represents the mind. And of course there's the fifth element, ether. So just act. Meditate, see what comes, and then act. Just do the things you love. And start super small if you've never done this before. Literally just sit in a chair and just ask, like, I have 4 things I could be doing right now, or 4 things I'm stoked about. And just list them off. I can drink a cup of tea, I can call a friend, I can go play my guitar, I can go for a walk, I can look up a recipe, I can meditate, I can keep sleeping, whatever it is. And just do that thing. And know that you will be supported no matter what. You will always have what you need. Not what you want, that's the key, but what you need. I've personally been living this way, and I'm still getting used to this formula to this day for probably about half a decade now. And it has completely changed and transformed who I am. My being and how I associate and relate to this world. And how much more free I've become and unconditionally loving, not like the attached kind of love that we're taught from birth and just so conditioned with, but just like choose whatever you want, be however you want. I love you no matter what. And then there's also such things as respecting your own energy and your own boundaries. If somebody's acting in a way that you don't prefer, doesn't mean you don't love them, but you can put them out of your life. You can just say, oh, this is not in vibrational alignment with me anymore, so thanks for serving. I love you, I forgive you, but I'm going to go my own way now. And so it is. And so it is. As we go along the journey of this life, what can we learn? And what can we choose not to find? How can we surrender more? And surrender, my dears. It isn't losing control. It isn't giving up control. It's surrendering to the control that's already here. Within you. Within you. Oh, just do the things you love to do, so that when you reach the curtain, the final curtain on this life, you can look back and say you had a good ride. I learned what I needed to learn, and oh, how much love I spread. Look at the world we created, and oh my dears, we're not far off. Yeah. But guess what? That's actually a good thing, because the more light you have, the more shadow is revealed. So when you shine your light, the darkness comes to bear. It comes up to the table and says, do you still want me? Do you want something else? I don't know about you, but I'm ready for the meal. In fact, I'm not just ready, I'm creating it as we speak. Oh, I'm not afraid to be unique, and to let it shine and to do things others haven't done before. Oh, oh, oh. And I would deeply encourage you all to find the weirdness within you and love it all up, love it up, love it up. Love it all and let it shine. Oh, shine that beautiful light in your own way. Oh, just let it shine. Oh, be who you are. Oh, everyone else is taken. Also, you don't need anyone else to complete you. You are whole. We are whole already. And when you remember this, when you become truly whole again, then if you need to, if you meant to, you will attract someone who's whole in themselves. And then we can get rid of the old paradigm of I'm a half, you're a half, complete me and I'll complete you. I'm sorry to say this, but I gotta say this, that's never gonna happen. Oh, only you and you can complete you. You see, because we are already whole. We come in as whole, individual, sovereign beings. Oh, this takes some courage. Oh, it does. But when you're afraid to be alone, you learn to love yourself more than anything else. If there is one out there for you, they will come. You need do nothing, nothing, nothing. Just be. Oh, just be. Oh, and they will see that you have claimed the other half in you, and so have they. Oh, and now there are two wholes. Oh, two complete puzzle pieces. Oh, and they fit with each other perfectly. Oh, until then, and only if it's meant to be, no insistence ever, ever, ever. Insistence is resistance. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. out of control in your life. But in order to feel in control, you must be controlling that. You may feel unsupported, but in order to feel unsupported, you must be supported in that. You are never ever lacking trust. You are always, always trusting in something. The question is, what are you trusting in? You see, doubt is not a lack of trust. Doubt is a 100% trust in a belief that you don't prefer. So next time you feel the feeling of doubt, reach within your very core. Stop everything you're doing. Maybe close your eyes. Doesn't matter where you are, at home, the middle of the street, not in the middle of the road, but oh goodness. On a sidewalk, somewhere relatively safe. It's such a great feeling to make ourselves laugh sometimes. So the next time you feel those feelings of doubt or uncertainty or unsureness, just stop everything for a moment and ask yourself, what must I be believing to be true about myself in relation to this situation, this circumstance, this feeling? What must I be believing about myself to be true? And it isn't. That's why it makes you feel bad. Any belief, any emotion, any thought that makes you feel bad isn't the core truth. Because core truth, source, God, the universe, is unconditional love. And the closer you get to that feeling and that vibration of spirit, of infinite bliss and peace and unconditional love, the closer you get to that, the closer you get to truth. It doesn't mean that the feelings that you're having aren't valid. They're extremely valid. They're exactly what you need to be present with in that moment. But anything that makes you feel heavy, any baggage that feels even a little bit heavy, it isn't yours. Remember when you were a child, remember when you were a baby, when you came into this world, you had none of this. You were pure, unbridled, source energy, spirit. And you knew that you were one with everything. This is what and who we truly are. And this life journey is just about finding our way back to that. It's not about becoming that. We've always been that. It's just about remembering it. The great remembering, the great awakening. That's what's occurring now. And it's a process, so be gentle with yourselves. It's infinite. It goes on forever. Things just become more subtle. And when you begin to divest yourself of negative beliefs, sure, the negative ones aren't there anymore, and then you have the neutral ones to deal with that you simply don't prefer. And when you get to that point where you're just dealing with neutral beliefs, you're in a very, very powerful place. But in order to get to that place, in order to reach that state of power and peace and love, you have to go through the trenches, you have to go through the darkness, you have to sift through all of it. But that's why we're here. That is the most important thing to do on earth. Because this life is It's an internal journey. Yes, there are always things to do on the outside, and that's part of it. But everything is happening inside of us. Everything. What you think is outside of you is actually inside of you. So doing those things, for example, meditating, cooking, playing music, doing art, sitting on a hill, listening to the wind, going on your laptop and doing business, going and performing for people. Everything, all of it, is all happening inside of us. So when we make no separation between them, it becomes seamless. It's like this life and this journey is, yeah, you can hear these words, it's just a dream, but to truly experience it as a dream, that is something else. I can honestly tell you with 100% conviction that I'm at that place. And I've been at that place for a few years now, where I experience everything inside and everything is a dream, no matter what. Because every time something comes up within me, I know that that's the most important thing to deal with in the moment. And so I've made this life about really, really going deep, deep, deep within myself and uncovering everything. And how far I've come, and how far we've all come, and how amazing we're doing. Oh, how far we've come. Oh, and where are we going? Well, just imagine the most beautiful place you can imagine. That everything is perfect and blissful and peaceful and harmonious. And yeah, it might take a while for us to get there. But when we do, oh, we're not far from that, my dears. Oh, it's very clear to me now. We're on the precipice. Next year will be insane. The things that transpire, the things that collapse, and all that comes in. Oh, 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 the new is here. Oh, the old is dying, dying, dying. It's leaving. It's transforming into light. The ones that were in the dark, they're seeing it now. It's pretty hard not to see it, it's all around. Oh, and I'm grateful. I live in heaven on earth, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. I do what I do and I speak what's inside, 'cause I love to. I'll leave it up to you to receive it how you will. But this is my gift to you. You can unwrap it, but once you've unwrapped it, do with it what you will. Oh, you see, I would do what I love if only one person were listening. And I know that there's an audience for everything. And when you do what you love, when you bring your gifts to the world, never ever expect that everyone needs to like it, and everyone needs to enjoy what you're doing, and everyone even needs to be able to perceive what you're talking about. That's not gonna happen. Not at all, especially when you're talking about stuff like this. So use wisdom as well when you're speaking with everyone. Speak on their level, you know? Don't just open up about parallel realities. If you feel like they're ready to hear it, then of course do, but use your discernment always. You don't want to just blast people wide open. You want to do it gently and comfortably. And if people need to be blasted wide open, they will be. And when I need to, I don't hold anything back. Like when I make these videos, I do it. This is what's inside. This is how I experience the world and reality. And if it helps people, if it even gives one person a glimmer of light in order to go in that direction, and they start making different choices, then I've done what I'm here to do. And if I reach 10, 100, 1,000, a million, it doesn't make a difference to me. I'm grateful no matter what. I'm so honored to be able to do this. To be able to share my gifts in this way, there's no greater honor to be of service in doing what you love.
Holy